everybody, Guy Ferdman here, and just wanted to make you an updated video to let you know about some of the changes inside of Facebook. So I thought it might be a little bit better if I draw this versus just showing you, and then we can actually show you inside the world of Facebook what's going on as well. So the for most of you guys by now, or if not yet, I'm sure it's coming very soon, there's a new ad platform in Facebook that really stretches to any third-party software that you might use, to the Power Editor, and also to the back office, which is starting to look more and more like the Power Editor every single day, although there is some cool stuff in the Power Editor still. And if you haven't used that tool, I do recommend you to do that. So the old campaign funnel, right, you basically had this kind of structure. I guess I didn't choose my pen yet. Hold on. So you'd have your campaign in here. We'll call it camp because I'm never going to fit the word campaign in there. And then basically under your campaign, you would have your sets of ads, right? So you would maybe create, let's say, 3 different ads. Right? And you have ad number 1, number 2, and number 3 like that. And you would basically test these ads, right? And then you would test it here, let's say. And ultimately you would come down and you'd have your winner, right? So, and then you could scale this one up by duplicating it, and that's what we've done in the past. So duplication, okay? So that's pretty much been the model since Facebook started doing what they're doing, but in today's world, things have now changed. So let's just erase all this, and I'll show you what the new ad platform actually looks like, and then we can, from there, we can show you how that's set up too. Sorry, it's difficult to think about drawing and writing. Okay, so the only thing that's really changed now is that there's this new thing called ad sets, which has kind of added this middleman under campaign. So we still have the campaign sitting at the top, but now what you can do is instead of the ads, you can actually split your things into what's called an ad set. So ad set, and we'll just say 1, 2, 3, okay? And then each one of these ad sets now, so let's say if this was one ad set, this was our second ad set, and this is our third, you can now put ads under each one of these ad sets. So why is this advantageous? Well, this brings a new layer of testing into Facebook, right? Because in the past, basically what you would do is you would set a budget for your single campaign, which means that every ad under that campaign was limited to the same budget, okay? Now that's no longer true. Where the budget gets set now is at the ad set level, right? So this is where the budget actually goes, which means that if I'm testing, let's say, 3 different ads in this ad set to keyword 1, and then I'm testing 3 different ads here to keyword number 2, and then so on and so forth over here, right? Same thing. And let's say I start with a $10 budget for each one of these, but I'm tracking on Facebook, which everyone should be doing at this point in time. You got to use your conversion pixels in Facebook, and in reports you can actually see where the leads and sales are coming from. Let's say you find out that keyword number 2 is generating you 75% of your sales. You find that keyword number 1 is doing about 20% of your sales, and keyword number 3 over here is producing about 5%, and you find that this is not economical for you, so you basically get rid of that right there, okay? Now, obviously, if I'm still making money over here, I want to keep these ads going, so maybe I stick with my $10 budget over here, but I find that this one, number 2, is crushing it, and I either want to increase the bid over here, or another test to do is to, just like before, is to go back to your Power Editor and quickly start duplicating this ad set. So let's say I'm comfortable with spending $50 now with this campaign. I might try 5 different ad sets that have the same thing. Also, under each and every one of these, you're going to find that one of these ads is going to beat the other one, so you can quickly test different ads inside the ad set, and then basically micro it down to the one winning ad, and you'll find that it'll probably see the same results across all your ad sets if your ads are consistent in every single ad set. Okay, so that's basically the run-of-the-mill on the new campaign stuff. I wrote an article about this on March 26th, and you can see over here, that's the new structure right there that you're going to see inside of Facebook. So like I said, campaigns, ad set, and then ads below it. So if you want a little bit further explanation, we do have a blog post up on our blog right now. So I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you a few other things that are different right now on Facebook, so bear with me. So again, if you want to create these kind of ads, you would go over to create ad. We'd really recommend that you guys start playing with clicks to website and website conversions versus the page post engagement. We were very big on page post engagement for about a year and a half there, and the reason for that is they were the most visible type of ads available on Facebook. They had by far the most visibility. We'd make the content go viral, and then that virality would cause people to click on the links, and we would make we would generate leads, and we would make sales, obviously. Today, the clicks to website and the website conversion type ads are really just as prominent, if not more so, than the page post ads. But the advantage here is that when people actually click on them, they go direct to offer versus opening up the page post and then hoping that someone clicks over to it. So I'll show you an example of that when I show you the new fan page platform if you haven't seen it yet. But again, you're going to want to do a clicks to website. Then let's say we just, I'm just going to put in Satori Prime Academy here. Let's say that this is the lander that you want to send them to, or the sales page that you want to send people to, or the affiliate offer, or whatever it might be. Here you could split test your images, so you can create a lot of different ads on the fly. So if you want to test 3 different ads, let's say in a single ad set, you would put 3 different images in here, and we still find to date that the biggest variance in CTR or click-through rate is the images that you pick. I'm not going to mess too much with that right now. And then let's just pick my page over here, and it's not the best image over here, so let's browse a library because I do want to show you guys that the images are significantly bigger now. So just say I was going to use this good looking lady. It's a very small image, never mind. So your images can be up to 600 megapixels wide. Let's see if this one's bigger. I think it is. Yeah, this one's good. You can pick, multiple ones or upload multiple ones or do whatever. But here's what I want to show you, that the new ads, right, the newsfeed ads are significantly bigger, up to 600 pixels across. So now it really does look like sponsored ads used to look. It's no longer these little boxes, but again, if people click on this, they are going direct to your offer. They're not opening a post and then you're hoping that they click through on the link in your description. So in my personal opinion, that's a better use of your money. Okay, so obviously you put your headline in here, you put your text in here. We do recommend using a call to action, so you might want to do something like sign up or download or learn more. Stick that button right down here and it'll give you an additional call to action. You can also fill in your description over here. Right, and that'll fill that out, so you can kind of give them a little bit more. And like I said, you absolutely want to pick your conversion pixel. So if I wanted to do like a Satori Prime lead, for instance, I would do that, and I have that set up on my thank you page, so I know that I got a lead from this specific ad, right? Obviously the custom audiences, you guys have probably seen Facebook niche domination by now, or dominator by now. If you haven't, you can go to fbnichedominator.com. I'm sorry, fbnicheformula.com/intro and check out the software and training on custom audiences. Or if you're just using basic interests and basic behaviors, you can do that as well. Also, mind you, there's a lot of new stuff down here in behaviors that most of you guys have probably not played with. Again, this was stuck in the Power Editor for a long time, but for a lot of you guys who are playing in various niches, I assure you there's some really great stuff over here. And then also in interests, there's some stuff here that you might want to take a look at depending on what niche you're in. And then the only thing that really changes here, guys, is again the ad sets, right? So if you want to know where those are, Once you create a new campaign, I'm sorry, I might have to actually use an existing campaign where I have an ad set inside of. So you see, like here's a campaign I'm currently running, right? So obviously I can't create a new ad set if there's no other ad sets in there. So this would have just created an ad set all by itself. But let's say I wanted to create a new ad set right now and I wanted to test that ad set against the other ones depending on the interests I have. Again, do not mix your interests or you will not be able to track where your results are coming from. Or I can use an existing ad set if I wanted to just, you know, basically add more ads into that ad set. So I'm going to create a new ad set. Again, this needs its own name also. So you might call this the name of the interest group you're going after. So if I was going after like internet marketing or something like that, you know, that's where I would put that in. And then I would know that this is campaign SFM test, ad set internet marketing, and these ads are all being pumped to that keyword. We're still advocates of the CPC model. You can test between Facebook optimizing for you, but we still do the manual set. I guess we're just old school like that. And then once you place your order, you'll be good to go, and you can come back here, create duplicate, and then you know, create a new ad set with a different keyword and test the same ads inside of that keyword as well. And then, like I said with the breakdown earlier, you should go back and watch that if you didn't catch it, and you'll be able to test now these ad sets against one another and manage your budgets much better than before. Okay. Now the next thing I want to show you is that it's not global yet, at least not at the making of this video. Our Satori Prime page, for instance, has not taken on this new format. So with the training that you've already learned, I just want to show you what the various differences are here on the pages from before and the pages right now. In fact, why don't I put them as a side-by-side for you? Okay. All right, so you know, here's the quote-unquote old school way of doing it. Here's the new school way of doing it. Really the big difference here is that we've gone from a 2-column back to a 1-column view, which is, in my opinion, better. Keeps people more focused. It's more obvious what the new content is. Sometimes this content can be a little bit not out of order, but it's, you know, difficult to see where your eyes are supposed to go. So I like that it's more centralized view, and as an advertiser, that's definitely better when you can control where the eyes are going. So highly recommend you do that. You know, once you get the switch, definitely make the switch. It'll ask you, and then once you're kind of used to the format, you'll have to actually approve that you want everyone to see the new switch. Also, you'll notice that, you know, what we've called Rodeo Drive for about 2 years now is kind of gone. It looks much more like your profile. However, whatever you put first on your Rodeo Drive will still be here. So we do recommend still using something like a Start Here tab, and this can still be a landing page or a redirect over to a landing page that you can control, and you can actually set up ads to send traffic here also. So you see we are using the landing page for our bodybuilding page here. The other apps or the other tabs that used to be there are still hidden away, but they're here, or they're actually here on the sidebar as well. So don't worry about it too much, guys, because the honest truth is that after a lot of testing, we saw that only about 1 to 3% of all our traffic was coming from these organic tabs. Now in the past it was more, but like everything else, there's diminishing returns as people kind of get used to stuff. There's a diminishing return. So it's down here. It's not a big deal. Your description's down here also. So these things have just where is the other page? So where these things were once up here, now you're going to find them over in your sidebar, but it has also pushed content up the fold, which is a really nice thing because people see posts as soon as they get to the page, right? So that's a good thing. Also, much more visual now with the images, much more visual now with the video. So it's a really great way to keep re-engaging people, because as they scroll down, you'll see even once I start scrolling down here, it gets stuck and my videos are here, which is great because that means that more people are going to watch these videos, and videos are a great tool for virality, right? So I'll show you that anything we're still running traffic to, you know, like still running traffic to, goes very viral on this page. You can see over 111,000 people here, but also note that one of the changes in your ads is that you can no longer check the box to perpetually update your posts anymore, which I have to say is a little bit disappointing for me. We really used to like that strategy very much, and it was a great way to split test. So these days, you are going to have to go and manually, at least until they decide differently, have to go manually and actually create ads to push people over there, or you can use the boost post function right from your timeline to actually boost the post and get more views on your posts. But anything with just a simple amount of traffic can really boost any post and make stuff go viral, and we are still throwing things into the sidebar like you guys see here. And I'm going to show you how we were able to get some links that previously got banned back up here, and how I made that happen as well. So that's going to be the last part of this video. So guys, yeah, that's really the only big difference is that. So as far as setting up your pages, it's pretty much the same as before. The only real difference being here is that this is here now, but installation of your apps is the same. And in general, I'm actually pretty excited about these new fan pages, and it doesn't really hinder the way that we've done Facebook marketing. I would say the biggest upset right now is just the checkbox being gone and the perpetually being able to run ads to your page, but I'm pretty sure they've done that because it probably is very time consuming for them to approve those ads, or ads that shouldn't be approved get approved instantly and then get disapproved, which is pretty annoying also. So yeah, that's the old look, that's the new look. And then the last thing I want to tell you guys is, so on this page, we had an offer about 6 months ago that was absolutely crushing it, and then like with one of these awesome Facebook sweeping changes that happens, they decided one day that it was a spam link, and we haven't been able to get that link back up here, and it really hurt the income that we were making from this page. So I've been for months trying to figure out different pieces of software that will work here. So I'm going to show you two things that I've done that are working really well. One's a brand new test, and we're already seeing results from it, and the other one is how I got this link back up here, which I couldn't do before. And the only thing I've done, which is the irony of the whole thing, is that I went and actually bought the pro version of Pretty Links, which is a cloaker, but the option to actually cloak wasn't available to me till I bought the pro version. So I was kind of doing more of a redirect type of thing. So you'll see now, if I go to Pretty Links, I have the pro version, which gives me all these pro options. But if I go into Pretty Link, and I'll put this link below when I put the video in the training page. This is the maximize muscle link you guys were looking at right now, and you'll see that all I've done back here is use the cloak option, the cloaked option, and that's allowed me to get this link that basically Facebook wouldn't allow up for about 6 months. Now, does that mean it's gonna work forever? I don't know, but it's working right now. And that boosted our income immediately the moment I got this offer back up there, because I knew that this offer works really well with my demographic. So that was pretty exciting, and started putting a lot of money back into our pocket nearly instantly. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is, look, more and more, especially with the algorithm on Facebook, I'm going to show you a quick trick too about it. It's becoming more and more important, just like with Google, to give people good quality content that makes a difference for them, right? So for instance, you'll notice that we started putting blog posts inside of our pictures. We started actually putting the blog posts themselves inside of the timeline as well. Now, I haven't really run any paid traffic to it. You see, I only did this 11 hours ago, and I literally just started doing this. But what I did is I built a simple blog using WordPress. What I do is I create a no-follow blog. I don't want to get into too much SEO, but I'm curating the content from other authority sites because I can't sit here and create content for myself, but I know that these are high-value content pieces. Like, for instance, do you have a recipe for protein pizza, right? So here we are, people who are bodybuilders, and like they want to eat whatever they want to eat, but usually it gets them in trouble because they're eating a lot of carbs and stuff like that. So here's a recipe for a protein pizza. So I started just adding like good quality content, but I don't want to hurt the website that I'm taking this content from. So this whole website is no follow, meaning it will not show up in the search engines, and that's why I can curate the content and not hurt the other website by creating duplicate content. I don't want to do that to somebody. So I'm just taking their content and using it as my own, and then I'm posting it on a page. But again, it's getting, you see, shares immediately. So it's only been up there. I haven't paid for any marketing to it, and this is organic reach. I think we posted another one today. I think it was the supplement one. And again, you can see some shares on it. I'm going to start driving some traffic to this and seeing if we can push out more sales. But just the mere fact that this is here, again, people are going to be much more likely to share content that is actually value driven in some way. So you might be looking at this blog and saying, wow, it's really fancy looking. Guys, this is the 2014 theme that comes with WordPress when you install it. So there's nothing fancy here, but this is lined with different affiliate offers that I'm testing. And the whole idea here is to put that content onto Facebook, get people sharing it just like we were doing before. But again, now when they click on it, they're actually going directly to the content. They're not being taken to some pop-up page and then all that stuff. So it's definitely seems to be working in the early tests. I saw we made some sales from it already, and I imagine the more we get this blog shared around Facebook, the more we can expect our income to go up. I really don't care about the search engine optimization. I think shares are way more valuable today, and if you look at any of those news sites that you see like Viral Nova and BuzzFeed and all those sites that have gone absolutely nuts on Facebook, oftentimes when I do searches, I do not find any of their articles anywhere, but they are still littered all over Facebook. So in my personal opinion, quality content trumps search engine optimization, but I'm only saying that because I'm not a SEO guy. I'm sure an SEO guy would beat me over the head just for saying that. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this training. I enjoyed making it for you. I'll have that pretty link down below this video for you so you can go and add it for yourself and test it and see if you can get some of these links back up. Obviously, guys, note that you are definitely taking a risk, and if Facebook decides for some reason that your link is spam worthy, they are going to remove content from your page. So just be aware of that as well. Okay. All right, guys, take it easy.